Morning students. Today we are going to start the chapter heat transfer. So in this chapter we are going to learn what is heat, what is temperature, what are the difference between heat and temperature, and what are the effects of heat. So this is your Remo sir. So let's start. So our first topic is what is heat energy. So you know that in this universe everything is made of matter. But the smallest unit of matter which can have independent property is molecule. Molecule is the smallest unit. But you know that molecules also made of electron, proton, and neutron, but they don't have independent property. Molecules are the smallest. Molecules are the smallest unit which can have an independent property. Now, in solid, liquid, and gases, the molecules are arranged indifferently. So, in this picture, you can see that you can see these are actually gas molecules. So, since the intermolecular attraction force between gas molecules is very low, intermolecular attraction force means attraction force between two gas molecules. So, since attraction force between two gas molecules is very low, so that means they can move randomly. So you can see that the gas molecules are moving randomly here and there. So since they can move randomly here and there, so that means they have kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means energy of a moving body or a moving object. So since the gas molecules can move randomly, so they have lots of kinetic energy. But in solid, this is the picture of solid. You can see the solid molecules are arranged in a specific manner. Okay, so since the attraction force between two molecules in solids are very high, so they cannot, so they are closely packed. But you can see they are not at stationary position. They are moving or vibrating randomly. So obviously, since they are vibrating, they also have kinetic energy, and they are vibrating, na? So that's why they have kinetic energy and potential energy also. So what is heat actually? Heat is the measure of total kinetic energy of the molecule. Total kinetic energy plus total potential energy is called your heat energy. So total kinetic energy plus total kinetic potential energy is also called total internal energy. So heat is the measure of total internal energy of a system. Okay. So what is heat? Heat is the total internal energy. So what is total internal energy? Total kinetic energy plus total potential energy is called your total internal energy. What is kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is the energy of a moving body or object. Potential energy is the energy when an object is at stationary position or when an object is at rest. Okay. So heat is the measure of total energy of any system. So what is temperature? Temperature is actually your average energy. Your average energy is called your temperature. Average internal energy or average energy of a system. So if you add all the kinetic all the energies of all the molecules, then you will find the heat energy. And if you divide the all total energy by total number of molecules, you will find the average energy, and average energy is the measure of the temperature. So temperature means average energy, but heat is total energy. So what are the difference between heat and temperature? So people often think that heat and temperature are the same thing, but they are not. So let me tell you what are the difference between heat and temperature. So in the left side, what you can see is a cup of coffee, but in the right side we have a matchstick. So so it is obvious that the matchstick has higher temperature than the cup of the coffee. But the cup of coffee has high amount of heat energy than the matchstick. Let me tell you why. So look at the cup of the coffee. The cup of the coffee has lots of particles or molecule moving, lots of particular molecule moving very slowly. But if you see the matchstick, there are few number of handful of particles which are moving very fast. You can see that they are moving very fast. All the particles are moving very fast in matchstick, but in the cup of coffee, there are very few number of molecules which are moving. So that means the energy of each particle or molecules in cup of coffee is very low. But if you add all the energies, because there are so many particles or molecule inside the cup of coffee, if you add all the energies, you will find the total energy is very higher than the matchstick. Now in the matchstick you have very few number of particles or molecules, but each particle or molecule contains very high amount of energy. Okay, so if you add all the energy of all the particles in the matchstick, since the matchstick has very few number of particles or molecule, so the total energy in the matchstick is very less. So that means if you add so let us assume that this cup of coffee has total thousand molecules. Okay, and each molecule contains suppose 2 joule of energy, correct? So total energy is 2000 joule, correct? But in the matchstick, suppose there are only 10 molecules, but each molecule contains 8 joule energy. So total energy is 80 joule. Okay, so which has the higher amount of energy? Obviously the cup of coffee, because see there is lots of molecules are there in the cup of coffee. So cup of coffee has high energy, high amount of energy. So that means the cup of coffee has high amount of heat energy. So but this matchstick has high temperature. Why? Because you can see that each cup of coffee, each molecule in the cup of coffee contains only 2 joule of energy, but each molecule or in the matchstick contains 8 joule of energy. So the average energy in the matchstick is average energy of the molecules in the matchstick is higher than the average energy of the molecules of cup of coffee. So that means the matchstick has higher temperature because the average energy is high, but the cup of coffee has high heat energy because the total energy is high. So this is the difference between heat and temperature. Now our next topic is the effects of heat. Now heat produces mainly the following three effects. The first is change in temperature of the body, second is change in state of the body, and third is change in size of the body. So first thing is change in temperature of a body. So assume that suppose you have a cup of coffee. Okay, so suppose total energy of the system is 100 joule. Okay, so and there are total 10 number of molecules. So what is the average energy of the system? 100 by 10, that means 10 joule. So each particle contains 10 joule of energy. So this is the average energy. But you know the average energy means your temperature. So total temperature is 10 joule. Now suppose you added you have given some heat to that cup of the coffee. Suppose you have given 10 joule of energy. So total energy of the system is now 100 plus 10 because you have given 10 joule heat energy. Okay, so total energy is how much? 110 joule. So total energy is 100 plus 10, that means 110 joule. So but the number of molecules are same, that means 10. So average energy is total energy by total number of molecule. So 110 by 10, that means 11 joule. So now average energy is how much? Average energy is 11 joule. Why average energy? So average energy means temperature. So now that means the temperature is now 11 joule. So why temperature increases? Because you have given some amount of heat to that body. Okay, so if you give some amount of energy to a body, or to a system, then that means their temperature can increase or decrease, or in temperature can increase or decrease. If you give some amount of heat energy, the temperature will increase. If you take some amount of heat energy, then the temperature will decrease. Okay. Okay, so the rest of the things we will discuss in the next chapter, in the next class. Sorry. So your homework is, the first thing you have to solve. Okay, so you have to write three answers. First is what is heat. First is what is heat. The second question is what is temperature, and the third question is what are the difference between heat and temperature. So you have to solve these three questions. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.